Hey, so I'm coming in with a weekly update for this next week in April. From the 19th here till I think it's the 26th. It's the end of the week. So we had some really exciting energy kind of come up in the collective. And when we're talking about like the 3 and 5D energies, so the 5D energies are natural time. So they are a time before we went to this linear kind of calendar or this linear clock. So when we're talking about 5D, we're actually talking about natural time. So the natural time is, the way that I decipher this and what my guidance has been is that, we're tracking the actual position of the sun in the sky in the constellations. So we know we have the 12-month zodiac based on the 12-month calendar. Now this kind of puts everything in a box. It's perfectly, in sync with the seasons. But what's been happening is we've actually been, for the past like 2,000 years, we've actually been sliding back because of the precession of the equinoxes. It's like this little bit of this wobble on the earth. So we've been actually moving back in the zodiac. So what that means is that we have been thrown off of natural time. So we have the 12-month zodiac that's telling us, okay, right now we are in this constellation and it's this season right now. It goes by, the 4 seasons. It's very kind of harmonious in the fact that it's put in this box. Right? So when we think at the 5D and we're taking the actual position of the sun in the sky in the constellations, we have actually just entered into Aries. So as of April 18th, we had officially entered into Aries. If you were to actually look up in AI or, a sidereal astrology versus tropical astrology, you would see that we're almost about like a month off of where the actual position of the sun in the sky. So when we're going by the 3D model of the zodiac, we're actually about a month off, which has really thrown us off of our natural connection with the earth and the stars, because that's, this is where we come from. We're all one. So it's getting back to that harmonious, back to natural time. So this is also what I talk about a lot about Lemuria. Lemuria was like, they lived on natural time. They lived through synchronicity. Synchronicity was your guiding force. You were using your intuition instead of having someone call you at 3 p.m. You would have a synchronicity pop up like 111 and you would automatically know that that person was calling you. So this is stuff that we're actually going back. By looking back at our past, we can see where our future is. They're both the same. So when I'm talking about natural time, I'm talking about the actual position. And I go by the sun. I believe that we are solar beings, that we are human, so we are light, and we're really transcending into these light beings, right? So we want to track the position of the sun. So that being said, like I was kind of saying, I just wanted to sum up kind of what I was talking about if you haven't really been paying attention or really getting what I mean. This is what I mean. So right now we're in Aries. We just entered into Aries on April 18th. So that means that we just finished Pisces on April 18th. So we had a little bit of an overlap yesterday. And what happens in overlap and you have that those two energies, this is the alpha is the Aries energy and the omega is the Pisces energy. And we had a complete like almost circle like this. So when the alpha and the omega come together, we have like this kind of almost like this void day, which was yesterday. We were kind of like right in the middle of the 0 point energy. And this is where the kind of the 3D energy and the 5D energy, they kind of met. So that being said, we just entered into Aries. So this week, I feel like we should kind of be having some of this big energy, but we're in the 5D energy. So when we're in 5D, it's mostly thinking about the collective as a whole. We're in the collective. We're thinking about unity, we're thinking about wholeness, we're getting like cosmic guidance. And then when we're in the 3D, and nothing wrong with being in either or, it's more personal. It's kind of ego-based. It's like, Aries, when we have Aries 3D, it could be that pioneer spirit, or that, that one that likes to adventure. It's kind of coming from our personality, or our I don't want to say personality, because we're in kind of the ego in this density, and then in the 5D we're in the soul, kind of like the soul matrix. So it's almost kind of like it's more personalized when we're in the 3D. It's kind of about us, me, that kind of energy. So anyway, that being said, I don't know if that made any sense, but I will be talking about it a little bit more. I'm still learning. Things are clicking now. So I feel like I'm starting to kind of really decipher this a little bit and what's going on here. So these weekly collectives really help me as well. So I'm going to see what the archetypal energy is coming up for this next week. So I feel like we've got this Aries energy. So Aries is like usually fire, it's a spark, it's that pioneer spirit. It can be like a little bit stubborn, because it's got that fiery energy. Can be a little bit as well like the ego, me, because we've got that fire. But it's really like adventuring, it's like grounded. It's giving me like action, taking action on things. It's like that spark, that new beginning type of feeling for these ones. So let's see what comes out in the collective here. And we got the Ace of Pentacles. So I love that here. So we do have something new. So exactly what I was saying, we got these like new beginnings. So aces typically represent, that number one energy, new beginnings, manifestations. We've got the pentacle here, which is really connected to the earth. So that's what I was saying, that grounded action is really giving me. There might be a new project that we're starting, a new adventure within our finances, within our career here, because we got the pentacles are very like the materialistic type of energy, the material world. But I feel like too, we also have this magic with the pentacles. So we've got all the elements coming out here, but we've got this new beginning here with what looks like it's going on in the collective. I like there's like this bear coming out of its den. We do have this springtime that's coming in, hopefully. While the weather has been a little bit up and down lately, but it is getting warmer. So things are starting to wake up. I feel like here there is this kind of, this grounded, it's almost like grounded stability or grounded action with these pentacles I'm getting here. So let's see with the guide, who the guide is coming out here. And like I was saying, it was like kind of like we just started this Aries. So in the 5D energies. So it's like, yeah, this is like this something new. Okay, and we've got Melt into Divine Desire. We got this one quite a bit here. Goddess Pele and Lava Stone. So yeah, what is it like you truly desire? I feel like here we have this manifestation and this magic coming out here. We've got these volcano actions. So it's like, I feel like here, there's a lot going on within the earth, and there's a lot of like volcanoes that are, becoming active. There's some earthquakes. We just had one here last week. That was a 3.9. It shook the building, but I can't remember the last time that we had an earthquake here, that I've felt anyway. And so I feel like here, this is like Mother Earth is kind of like waking up. There is some sort of movement happening within the earth. There's some sort of, like I was been posting about this remembrance. The earth is starting to remember her like cosmic origins, or her mission almost. Like we are the earth and the earth is us. So when we're starting to remember, the earth is starting to remember, and when the earth starts to remember, we start to remember. So we're going through kind of like the same collective energy. So it looks like here we've got that fire too coming out again. So it's just kind of that confirmation of like this fire energy, this Aries. So there might be maybe some sort of, maybe there's a volcano erupting. Goddess Pele is the Hawaii, and we've got the lava stone. So it says here, I drop into my heart, welcoming awareness of my deepest soul desires. I allow myself to be moved by my heart, igniting my higher purpose through sacred passion. Yeah, so what are your passions? My heart's desire carries the genius of magnetic attraction, effortlessly pulling into my world all that is needed for the spiritual benefit of all beings. Yeah, so I feel like here where we've got like this magnetic action that's happening with the earth. The earth will also, has this magnetic field, and it's pulling the things in, and that's the same that we're doing, where we have this field, we're pulling these things into us. So your manifestations like be coming in, like I'm saying, there's some sort of new beginning here. It looks like it's coming to, finances or career or even just home, like stability life. But there is some magic around us that's happening as well. So I am so deeply motivated by what moves my heart that I allow divine consciousness to flow through me, unimpeded, transforming inner vision into creative expression. I allow love to transform me. So yeah, we're really melting in here. So it looks like we're like being asked to like relax into the energy. When we're melting in, we're relaxed, we're flowing with. We're trying not to resist, we're surrendering. But also too, we're getting creative expression. So there might be something coming up where your talents or your abilities or your gifts are going to lead you to something new here, some sort of beginning that's going to help create stability for you. So let's see what else comes up here. What do we have for a soul lesson? Yeah, and that Goddess Pele has come out a lot within the past couple weeks, but there has been a lot of activity with the earth, so that makes a lot of sense here. And when you actually read about the story behind Goddess Pele and her sister, and this is briefly me kind of recalling it. Her sister was the goddess of the water, the ocean. She was the goddess of the volcanoes and the land, and they kind of clashed together, being sisters, as how you have these like family feuds and stuff. They kind of ended up having this battle where I believe that the water had actually washed out all of the volcanoes, and it ended up changing into a new kind of energy. So it's almost like when you have the two opposing energies coming in and creating a new energy, when we have that duality, right? So that we have this duality, and we will have this duality, I feel like, polarity. We will have this polarity for a little bit, because we are working with both 3 and 5D energy. So it's about kind of meshing the two together and making them like harmonious. It's like taking parts of each one. So if we're, collectively, we were in Pisces just a few days ago with the 5D energy, but also it's saying in the 3D we're in Aries. We have that water and that fire, which are kind of, because the collective beliefs are still a majority of people go by the 12-month calendar, right? So we have the collective belief, and it's about like working with both of them, I believe anyway, to help bridge that gap. Soul lesson. Happiness. I love this too, how I was talking about like the ocean. We've got the dolphins coming out here. Dolphins, I'm getting like Sirius vibes with this. Sirius star system. There's some sort of like something happening within the ocean here that I'm getting like there's like this vortex of, I've been talking about lots about the water lately. And I feel like here, this is like actually what's happening on Earth here. We might have some stuff come out about dolphins this week. You might see a dolphin. You might get some sort of communication from your guides, your galactic guides from Sirius. But it's almost like it's creating like this vortex and then this really like green energy. So we have this heart energy mixing with the water. Like I was saying in my past ones, it was like the remembrance is flooding, is coming back. It's like flooding the earth here. So our affirmation is, I am aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. So you might have something here where you have this opportunity and it's going to create some happiness for you this week. There might be something new come in, some sort of manifestation that's making you happy, but like that's like kind of like our internal guidance, right? When we're happy, we're kind of we're in sync with or in harmony, I guess, with our mind, body, soul. We're in harmony with the earth. And then like when we're unhappy or, and I'm not saying just like little day-to-day things because that's going to happen, but like if we're in, let's say, a job where we're really, really unhappy all the time or a very big majority of the time, it's giving you like, use your intuition, to know that maybe it's time to leave from there, or maybe it's time to try something else, because like staying where it's unhappy is going to cause like dis-ease because we're out of harmony, and that's going to create all kinds of jumble in our body, kind of all these like traumas, and it can even cause like physical sickness and stuff. But so I feel like this has two meanings, this card. It's funny how we have this water fire coming out here, and we've got the earth with the pentacle. So like it's almost giving me like this whole like magic connection, earth, air, fire, water, spirit, this whole like pentacle energy, this magic energy. So let's see what else comes out here. So it looks like the heart. What makes us happy? What do we really desire? Because we're like melting into that. We're relaxing. We're in this like, I don't know, it's giving me like this swirl. We're in like almost like this swirl and just like going with the flow and swirling around, because we're in kind of like a little bit of like maybe a vortex here or something this week. Let's see what else. We've got night wind coming out. I like how we have the wind now too. That's so cool. Okay, so this is facing fear, subconscious release, and healing. So it looks like we're doing some healing. There is number 23 here, so there is some sort of transformation. So it looks like here there might be things coming up in your dreams subconsciously. That's kind of like our dreams. Maybe you can have some trigger come up over something that you might need to look a little bit deeper into. Maybe there's some sort of root to that trigger. But we're like bending with the wind. Like I was saying, we're not breaking. We can bend. We're bending. We're swaying, but we're not going to break. And that's just giving me like really going with the energy and trying to go with the flow here. And I really like that we have the wind come out. So now we've got the earth, the air, the fire, and the water here. So it looks like here there is some sort of like magic energy going on. So you might have some stuff come up, some triggers come up, and maybe this is something that you're gonna realize like, yeah, these triggers are coming up for a reason, maybe because I'm unhappy, or maybe it's something where you're having triggers of even like joy, or triggers of happiness, and it's like, okay, yes, this is my compass. I know that this is like the right way, this is, I'm the right way to go. I'm doing the right thing. But it looks like we are healing too still with that. So let's see what else comes out in the outside energies. Sirius, yeah. Like I was saying, it was really giving me Sirius here. So yes, proceed, be seen, push through. So yeah, it's just like your guide saying, it's okay to step out. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to go for what you want. They're saying yes. If there's something that you're looking to start, maybe to make some sort of income for yourself, or just to have some more stability. It looks like here too, if you're creating from the heart, it's creating like happiness, right? Creating what we truly kind of desire. And that's hard for a lot of people, especially myself, I find too. What do I really want? And I think at the very bottom of it, it's probably, you know, to be free. So maybe that's something that will be popping up for me. To be free to do, you know, whatever your heart desires, I guess. So it looks like here we're getting Sirius. We've got Sirius come out here. I like here how we have this star, and then we've got the star as well. So it looks like we've got like some galactic communication coming out. As well as, it looks like, you know, stepping out. Facing some fears maybe too. Maybe there's some fears about stepping out, showing your true self, because you know, you still have those fear of judgment, things like that. So it looks like those are coming up to be released though. Call on your Sirian guides. The Sirius is very like wisdom. It's that water element too, that, so it's like, and we've got the goddess coming out here, so goddess Pele. So we've got that very divine feminine kind of water energy coming out here. Yeah, because of this healing as well, I'm getting that. All right, let's see what else comes out. What do we have here? Let's do a spirit animal card. Whoops. So we got dolphins already coming out, so it might be something that you see or maybe even dream about. Could really show up anyway for you, TV shows, something like that. So we got here the fox, clever. So it says here, you're swift and smart, solutions to your problems are easily found, always listen to your instincts, resources surround you, be open to romance. So there might be some sort of new beginning and stability too with somebody as well. So it looks like here we've got the energy, kind of, this is really giving me like heart energy, you know, romance, resources surround you. So it's like we're pulling in, we're magnetically attracting all of the things that we need to fulfill our higher purpose. So it's saying here, the genius of magnetic attraction, effortlessly pulling into my world all that is needed for the spiritual benefit of all beings. And I feel like here, this is really giving me, tuning into the Schumann resonance, that I think it's 7 point, no, I can't remember what the actual, but if you look it up, you'll see like the Earth's frequency, and do some I've been doing some meditating to that. So I feel like here, you know, if we're pulling in and we're in tune with the Earth, and we're in tune then with the 5D energy as well, then it's like we're like it's saying effortlessly. We're attracting that just because we are in tune with the Earth. We are in tune with the stars now. So it looks like here we've got some petroglyphs too. So you might have some like, we got like the Earth energy here. It's funny that we have the Sirius is like very much in the stars in the skies. And then we've got very much like the Earth energy here. So it's almost like, the guides are mirroring here. You might have animal totem guides that are like, okay, you're swift and smart, you can do it. And then we've got your Sirian guides being like, yeah, you got it here. Push through, be seen. Solutions to your problems are easily found. So it's like, it's almost like both energies. We have the Earth energy and then the sky energy are like encouraging us, are like in unity together, are both encouraging us. Always listen to your instincts, like I was saying with the happiness, right? Happiness knows that we're on the right path. Okay, let's see. I'll try to not make it too long. Dimensional. I'll pull this one, a Lemuria, and I think that'll be it. Dimensional card. What do we got from the dimensional energies coming out here? We got a root portal. Yeah, and I like here that we've got like this fire. Funny that we've got the fire energy with the root, and then we've got also too like the pentacles. We've got the number 1, so like it's giving me the root chakra with that as well. So it says here stability, vitality, survival, 33. So 33 being a master number. So I feel like there's lessons, learnings, teachings. But also too, I feel like this is going to, the learnings, the teachings, the lessons are going to help us with our spiritual connection, because we have a 6 with that. So it looks like maybe like grounding into this portal. Like I was saying, that's what I was saying. Like this vortex almost. We have like this vortex energy going on here. So we definitely have some sort of portal, because we've got like the star as well, the magic. It's creating some sort of portal for us. So we got the fire energy, so we're really connected to the earth. And then we've got like the fire energy here as well. So there might be something that comes up about, you know, lavas, volcano erupting, earth. I feel like earth intelligence. You'll be getting like earth, like history, like past, earth past. I feel like it's going to start coming up. People are going to start remembering, because the earth is remembering. So it looks like here we've got stability, like I was saying with this Ace of Pentacles. There might be some sort of new stable start. So we're going to start at the root, because whenever we are kind of building our light body, the root is the foundation. And if we start at, let's say, the heart, or we start at the third eye, and it's okay for everyone to do that, but we want to make sure that we have a really stable root, because it's the foundation. If the foundation isn't stable, then it's going to be harder to find that like connection between everything and that unity. Now, there are some people that are a little bit more connected in their, you know, their third eye, and in their crown. But those people, I feel like here, and I feel like I'm one of them, are the people that need to ground the most, because it's not natural for them. Their connection's kind of like up in the stars, up in the sky. It's not natural. It's not really natural for them to be grounded, but it's very important, because that's how you're going to ground in that information. I've been kind of realizing that. If not, you're just scattered all over the place. Your thoughts run wild. Grounding, and I feel like that grounding is going to bring in some of this earth knowledge or earth history for you guys as well, because we are starting to remember. The earth is starting to remember as well here. Let's see what else is coming up. We got 33, freedom. I don't want us to like cry at that one, because I was just talking about that. But anyway, my guides, thank you. So we got light. It says light, money, expression, dance, fun, magic. Yeah. So we've got this number 33, which is coming out here. We've got number 33 here with the root portal. So I feel like this is a huge kind of almost like breaking free as well. We're starting again, building it on solid foundations. It's kind of giving me like the 3D. So the 3D was like the tower, and the tower like has now, or is, so it has fallen. It's just waiting for the remembrance to catch up, and we're building it back up again. We're building it for freedom, to be free. So this is very nice card, lots of jewels, abundance. So yeah, money. So there may be something come up with this Pentacles, you know, about money, stability, creating your own stability as well. However you like to do that, if it's a side business, or if you do enjoy your career and what you do, maybe there's an opportunity there to create freedom within that. And freedom is like being not tied to the clocks, not tied to the rat race, the hustle and bustle. At least that's what it looks like for me. Freedom is going to look like different for everybody, but the freedom is like, there's a bigger part of this. It's not just personal freedom. It is freedom spiritually as well. So we got dance, fun, magic. So I feel like here we've got this magic. We already have these pentacles. We have all of the elements that are coming out here. And like Sirius is our ethers, our ether connection. So we have that whole thing coming out here. So it looks like this week is going to be a week for us to really express ourselves and to really get into that energy of innocence almost. Is giving me. Okay, so we're going to take a card from Lemuria, because this is a lot of stuff that's been coming up for me lately, about how, you know, our past is our future. By looking at our past, we can gain clues to our future. And I feel like there's just been information like rolling out, and it's going to start with people. People are starting to remember, even with the use of AI. And I know I'm not a huge user of AI, but I have started using it a little bit, and it helps you put connections together. So I feel like people are starting to put the connections together. They're starting to see the ties. The AI has made it a lot easier to do that. Now that's if you choose to use it or not. It's all about the intent and what you intend and how you intend to use it with that. So let's see what else here. So we got air coming out again here. Paradigm shift, number 13. So I like it, very connected to the goddess. We've got, you know, this wind, this night wind. I feel like this is coming through. There's going to be some sort of shift that comes through here. But I feel like here is like really and it is windy today, which I noticed. Maybe going out in the wind too, and just like letting, imagine everything like floating away that is like weighing you down, or being carried with the wind. I'm getting maybe doing some meditation as well. I feel like here we've got like this she's almost like offering something here. So maybe there is some sort of offer that's going to come. Maybe this is connected to this Ace of Pentacles, but it looks like here we have alignment. We're in alignment here, and it's funny because we've got air, so we've got this earth energy, and like we've got the alignment coming up here. So it looks like here we are like in alignment with the earth energies and the star energies up here. We got this crystal coming out here, so maybe there'll be some crystal work as well that you'll work with. We do have lava stone coming out, but it looks like we've got this like wing energy, but also these eyes. So it looks like our eyes are opening. Looks like there's some gifts. There's like abundance around us, flowers. It looks like here we got this lotus. I feel like we're starting to open, starting to spread our wings. It's like that freedom energy. She looks very free on this card, spreading our wings, but I feel like here there is going to be some sort of shift within that. So let's do one more thing. I know these are a little long, but what can we do to help this energy? What can we do? Unlock the pattern, it says here. The pain didn't start today. You've lived this loop before. Maybe in love, maybe in lineage. Awareness is the key. So it looks like here we've got this kind of, we're walking this path, and it's giving me like this spiral energy, which has also been coming up because we just ended the spiral in Pisces. So now we're kind of starting again here. But we're saying unlock the pattern. So I feel like here there might be some insight into that coming as well. Maybe when we get into that root, because that's kind of like our ancestral, that's like our, we have some like karmic ties there, our tribal. Maybe once we get into that root and really kind of ground down, we might be getting some keys to some of the root, maybe traumas, maybe some of the root issues that we experience that keep playing over and over and over again. Maybe it's thinking patterns, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a job that you know, your whole life you've been just going from job to job kind of aimlessly, or you know, relationship that's been toxic over and over and over again. It's like I feel like here people are going to start unlocking those patterns. And this comes with the remembrance as well. But see, we've got this door and it's got this light coming out of it. I like here too how we have this like bear coming out of this den. So we're both like walking through like this doorway, which is pretty cool. Yeah, definitely giving me like some sort of portal here. Yeah, because like, and the bear is really like that courage, that bravery, having the bravery to change that situation. So awareness is key. So opening up our awareness is really going to help. And how we can do that is just by like paying attention to maybe the thoughts that we have, paying attention to maybe things that people are saying around us. Maybe there's a word that keeps popping up, or how we feel. Like, are we happy? And that's how that's, you know, how we know. So I'm going to pull out one more, and I'm going to pull out a angel card. And angel card number is Optimism, 1515. So it looks like here, yeah, we got this like heart, we got these very root colors. You know, it's like being almost like grounded within the heart as well. What do we truly desire? We've got that kind of the energy of that as well. I like here too how we kind of got this sunset in the background. So I feel like 1515 is going to be a message, you know, to stay optimistic. Solutions to your problems are easily found. We've got like this very, you know, the same kind of colors here as well with that. So, and then with that we've got 12. So I feel like here, you know, that's kind of like our, with that number 3, that's kind of like our mind, body, soul connection. Maybe there's a pattern of negative thinking, pessimistic thinking, something like that. But it looks like here we're being asked to stay optimistic. There is some sort of new beginning here. So with that being said, I hope that you enjoyed that, and you'll have to let me know. Thanks.